When you choose a distributor for your music, you're really choosing a pricing structure and you're locked into that. For example, CD Baby is a single payment and no reoccurring fees to distribute a song or an album. It's only $9.99 to release a single or an album. Distrokid, on the other hand, is $22.99 yearly, but you're able to upload unlimited songs onto Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and more. However, with Distrokid, there's an asterisk because there are the album extras, which are additional fees that you have to pay, sometimes one time at the time of distribution, but there are other fees such as the Store Maximizer and YouTube Content ID service that are subscriptions on top of your $22.99 base subscription. And so today we are going to compare and contrast the two pricing models of CD Baby and Distrokid and put them head to head in 6 scenarios. First, it's going to be the cost of just releasing one single, then an album, assuming that there's 10 tracks, then 5 singles and 3 albums in the first year. And obviously, since Distrokid is subscription, we want to see what that cost is over 5 years, right? Because CD Baby is going to have more of an upfront cost since it's a one-time pricing model, and Distrokid is going to have the cost spread out over years. So I wanted to make sure we understand the first year price and then that price as it evolves over 5 years. Next, and this is something that's very important, CD Baby actually takes a cut of your back-end royalties. You can see if you scroll down on their pricing page that they say they take 9% of your digital distribution revenue. So first we're going to calculate that for 100,000 streams and add that to the cost of CD Baby. Then we're going to recalculate that for 2 million streams, assuming that you're getting a lot of success and traction. We want to see what that 9% cost is going to incur as you achieve some success. And then we're going to calculate the all-in cost with all of the fees. For Distrokid, it's going to be all of the subscription fees and all of the add-ons that you would want to make your Distrokid subscription equal to what you're getting with CD Baby for free, or I should say included with the flat fee that CD Baby charges. So it's really this all-in cost that we care about between CD Baby and Distrokid with their 2 different pricing models with 5 singles and 3 albums over 5 years, and with CD Baby subtracting that 9% commission that they're taking off of your royalties. So without further ado, let's start plugging in this spreadsheet, and we'll begin with CD Baby. CD Baby is going to be incredibly easy because we know that for a standard single and for a standard album, they're both the same price. It's $9.99 for both. So let's just plug in $9.99 and we'll do that twice. For Distrokid, it's going to be slightly different. We need to find the subscription cost, which is $22.99 billed annually, and whether we release a single or an album, it's still going to be $22.99. So I will copy this over into both cells. However, this is where things get complicated because Distrokid has their album extras, and we do want to pay for these extras because otherwise we'll be getting a lesser service compared to CD Baby. For example, we do want to pay for this discovery pack that puts our music in Shazam and iPhone Siri and other music recognition apps. So this is an essential add-on that is an additional 99 cents per song per year. And so that's going to add a little bit of complication with the Distrokid calculation, but we'll take care of that in a bit. The Store Maximizer we're definitely going to want to have also because as new DSPs are introduced into the market, we want our music to be there as well. And that's an additional $7.95 per album per year. And it's the same for singles as well. YouTube Content ID, once again, we will want to pay for using Distrokid because this is how we get paid royalties when our music is used on YouTube. If you don't opt in for this, then you're going to miss out on the royalties that are generated when fans use your music in their videos. And I feel like that's essential for artists in this digital age. So let's plug in the numbers. And first, I need to move this $22.99 down into the base fee column. So I'm going to retype that out, and I'll do that for both. Next, the Leave a Legacy fee is $29 for a single, and it's $49 for the album. So that adds a lot right there because Distrokid actually pulls your music down if for some reason in the future you can't pay for this subscription anymore. Because remember, this is $22.99 per year reoccurring. CD Baby is a flat fee, non-reoccurring. So if for any reason you decide you don't want to produce any more new music, you're retiring retiring, let's say, but you want to keep your existing catalog live, you would need to pay this Leave a Legacy fee. And in order to make this equivalent to the CD Baby service, we need to include this in our comparison. Next, YouTube Content ID. That's going to be $4.95 for a single, and for an album, that's going to be $14.95. So that also adds quite a bit to Distrokid. Now let's do Discovery on Shazam. That's not too bad. That's only 99 cents for a single, and for an album, considering there's 10 tracks in our example, that's going to be $9.90. And then lastly, future deliveries onto new DSPs. That's the same for both a single and an album. That's going to be $7.75 for both. So already, as you can see, this is producing a much higher cost for the first year, whether you're distributing just one single or you're distributing one album. So the true cost to release one single on Distrokid is actually $65.68, which is way more than CD Baby. And the cost to release an album on Distrokid for the first year is $104.59. But let's see how this plays out as we release more music and as more time goes on. That's what these next two columns are all about. So next, let's up your release schedule. Let's say you're doing 5 singles and 3 albums in the first year. So that Distrokid base fee is going to be exactly the same as before, because once again, this is still just the first year. This is almost like transferring a catalog or just having multiple releases in your first year. For CD Baby, that's a really easy calculation because it's just going to be this $9.99 cost times 8. So right here at face value, it seems like CD Baby is more expensive at almost $80 compared to the subscription price of Distrokid. However, we need to include these add-ons that you are getting with CD Baby included. Distrokid charges extra for those. So let's calculate the Leave a Legacy cost for 5 singles and 3 albums. Obviously, you don't have to pay for it up front, but you will want to pay for this eventually, so I am going to include it in this comparison. So for 5 singles, that's going to be 29 times 5, and for 3 albums, that's going to be 49 times 3, and we're going to add those two sums together to get a total of $292. So that's a huge cost just to have the essential feature of having your music outlive you. You get that included with CD Baby, but for Distrokid, that's more than the entire distribution cost on CD Baby just right there. So honestly, if you are planning to leave a legacy, this right here alone already puts Distrokid in a higher price point. But remember, Distrokid doesn't take a cut of your royalties like CD Baby does. So be sure to stay tuned to the end where we include the streaming commissions into these calculations. Going back to Distrokid, let's calculate the YouTube Content ID cost, and that's going to be an additional $69.60. Then Discovery on Shazam is going to be another $34.65. Then lastly, getting future DSP deliveries is going to be an additional $62. So that brings us to a total of $481.24 for releasing 5 singles, 3 albums just in the first year, okay? Guys, this is crazy. CD Baby is so much cheaper if you're looking just at the fees associated with distribution. Now, to be fair, this is going to change a lot when you include CD Baby's 9% commission on the streams that you generate in your future. But let's pretend that you are a hobbyist or you just don't know where your career is going to go. With Distrokid, you're pretty much already paying for all of the commissions up front. Even though they're advertising 0% commission on your streams, you're already paying for that in service fees. So we'll have to calculate exactly what the break-even point is. But if you're someone who wants to pay less now and you're okay with your costs growing as your income grows at the same time, then CD Baby is the better choice because it's clear with Distrokid, you're just paying Distrokid upfront whether you get streams or not. Okay, in the next column, we're gonna look at our same 5 singles and 3 albums, but over 5 years of time, right? Time has passed now, and this is where Distrokid is really gonna take a hit, but it's going to recover in the next 2 columns to be fair to Distrokid. So let's go through this really quick. We know that CD Baby being a flat fee is not going to change even after 5 years. So this is 5 years of earning royalties, and yes, CD Baby is going to take a commission, but as far as fees are concerned, nothing changes. But with Distrokid, and I'll go through this quickly because we all know the concept by now, for the base fee, it's going to cost $114.95 over 5 years. The Leave a Legacy fee is actually not going to increase because this is a one-time fee. So I'm just going to copy this over into the next column. But YouTube Content ID is a recurring fee, and that's going to be an additional $348 over the course of 5 years. Discovery on Shazam is going to be $173.25. And then lastly, future DSP deliveries is going to be $310. And remember, this is all published on Distrokid's website. I'm going to leave this link in the description below so that you can check my work and see for yourself that these are the real numbers. But let's figure out what this adds up to. So we have 114.95 plus 292 plus 348 plus 173.25 plus another 310. So that equals $1,238.20 over 5 years for our same 5 singles and 3 albums. That is a huge difference, but let's see what happens if we're actually successful, right? The main argument in favor of Distrokid is that they don't take a cut of your royalties, but let's see if that actually offsets the fees that you're going to be paying up front anyways. Because even though they take a 0% cut, that's not going to mean a lot if you're just overpaying in fees to begin with. First, let's calculate your cost as an artist generating 100,000 streams. And in order to do this, I'll use my Spotify royalty calculator, which I'll link in the description below also. So if you've worked hard and you've generated 100,000 streams, that's going to produce $180 roughly in royalties. And the math is easy to find out CD Baby's cut. All we need to do is take this 100 right here and change this to 9%. That means CD Baby will take $34.27 out of your roughly $380 royalty check. So you're still getting paid $346.53 even after CD Baby takes their cut. So that's not bad. To put things in perspective, $34 in fees for 100,000 streams is really not that bad at all. So I put that in the CD Baby row, and I'm going to add a plus in front of that so we know that this is in addition to the $80 that we're paying in fees. Distrokid, as you know, does not take a commission, so I'm going to put plus $0 here. But let's see what the cost is for 2 million streams, because this would be an example of some really good success with your music, and I want to make sure that CD Baby isn't taking too much of a commission. So let's calculate that. I'm going to keep this at 9% so we can see what CD Baby takes. And for number of streams, I'm going to type 2 million. So this is a much larger commission, $685. Let's go ahead and copy that in, plus $685.44. That's a serious fee, but remember, this is only a 9% cut, so that means you're making $6,930 every time you have to pay that. So once again, this is an example of a model where you pay the fees as you become more successful, not upfront like Distrokid. So let's head over back to our chart, and once again, it's going to be the same for Distrokid, plus $0 in commissions for Distrokid. All right, so we finally made it. We need to add up our all-in cost, which for CD Baby is going to be this $80 plus $685, and then for Distrokid, it's going to be this $1,200 roughly plus nothing. So let's calculate that right now. Obviously for Distrokid, all we need to do is copy this number over into the final cell, and we have our all-in cost over 5 years for this catalog. CD Baby is going to require a calculator. So let's grab this number, paste that into our calculator. Then we need to add our $79.92. And that gives us an all-in cost of $765.36. So the choice is clear, folks. If you choose CD Baby, you are going to pay much less over time and across multiple releases compared to Distrokid. Don't let them lure you in with their low-cost subscription and unlimited uploads, because that's really not the case. You're really paying way more for all of the add-ons that pretty much come standard with other distributors, and with all of the reoccurring fees year after year, you just cannot beat the one-time price that CD Baby offers, and you never have to worry about your music getting taken down if you fail to pay your subscription. The thing that really surprised me, and this goes to show how outdated Distrokid is that the Leave a Legacy fee alone is higher priced than just choosing CD Baby to begin with. So if you want to be a prolific artist and you do want to leave a legacy for future generations, there's only one choice in my opinion, and that's CD Baby. Because even if you don't get a single stream on your songs, you're still going to be paying roughly 4 times less than Distrokid. And even if you get 2 million streams across your whole catalog, you're still paying around half of what Distrokid would charge you up front. That's why I love CD Baby, and that's why I suggest it whenever someone asks me which distributor should they choose for their music. As with all the videos on this channel, CD Baby did not tell me what to say in this video, and all of the opinions that I expressed are my own. In fact, I have a lot of opinions about Distrokid that I share in this video here, where I explain how they banned me from their platform just for releasing some of my own original music. However, CD Baby has reached out and given me a coupon code to share with the viewers of this channel. And that coupon is going to get you 50% off of your distribution on CD Baby. So that means instead of paying $9.99 for a single or an album, you now pay half of that, which makes all of this an even better deal for you. So make sure you check that out in the description below, and I'll see you in a future video on the channel.